Hi, my name is Cold Beer and there is a brand new bundle on Humble Bundle. Only 12 euros for 8 great Steam games, usually worth 194 euros. That is a great deal and with an upcoming Halloween, a great addition to your game collection. You will find the link to the bundle in the description, and by buying through it, you will support this channel. And now let's take a look at the games one by one. Let's start with Moons of Madness. This is a first-person, story-driven cosmic horror game. Here the scientific exploration of Mars meets the supernatural dread of Lovecraft. The story begins when the mysterious signal has been recorded coming from the Red Planet. Corporate scientists decided that it is of intelligent origins and started to build an outpost on Mars to investigate the nature of the message. And you are one of the maintenance workers on that station without any idea why it is being built. Well, the rest is kinda self-explanatory. Brown substance hits the fan and you will have to solve the thing absolutely alone. Don't expect it to be a flawless game, it is not. It looks way better than it plays. But for this price, it's definitely a good choice if you like slow-burning Lovecraftian horror titles. Stasis: Bone Totem. Perhaps I should start with the fact that the game has an overwhelmingly positive review score on Steam. That is always a great sign. Here you will take control of Mac and Charlie, a husband and wife duo who make their living by searching the ocean for salvage. But when you stumble upon an abandoned oil rig in the Pacific Ocean, you uncover a horrific secret, and the evil corporation behind it will do anything to keep it hidden. As you embark on your adventure, you will encounter an immersive narrative filled with spine-tingling horror and unexpected twists. Stasis: Bone Totem, despite being a psychological horror game, is kinda relaxing because of the point-and-click nature and an interesting puzzles to solve. Alan Wake. On Steam it has 90% of positive reviews, so that should keep your attention here. And while Alan Wake is a bit older game, it only means that it stood the trials of time really well. It is presented in the style of a TV series and features action as well as storytelling sequences. As you dive deeper and deeper into the mystery, you'll face overwhelming odds, plot twists and cliffhangers. Yeah, actual cliffhangers in the game, that's cool. It's only by mastering the fight with light combat mechanic that you can stay one step ahead of the darkness. I should probably say that this is a full version of the game, with all the DLCs, improved resolution and all the other stuff you don't really care about if you never played the game. It's good, I do recommend it. Tormented Souls. Let's be honest, the heroine of the game looks out of place, and it's hard to take some anime protagonist seriously in a horror game. Despite that, it is probably the only bad thing, because the game is great. If you enjoy classic survival horror titles, Tormented Souls may be your spoon of potato salad. It is suitable for all the fans of classic Resident Evil, Silent Hill and Alone in the Dark. So here, while investigating the disappearance of twin girls at Winter Lake, something terrible happens to you. Waking in the dead of night, hooked to some kind of outdated medical equipment in a bathtub, you must fight for your life as you explore the halls of the abandoned mansion, filled with monsters, secrets and eternal darkness. Sounds like cliché, but it's hard to find bad comments about the game. Everyone loves it. Pathologic 2. This is a narrative-driven, dramatic open-world thriller about fighting a deadly outbreak in a secluded rural town. Just like in our world recently, except the problem is localized and even more deadly. The town is dying and you have to face the realities of a collapsing society as you make difficult choices in a seemingly lose-lose situations. The plague isn't just a disease, you can't save everyone. As people say, this game delivers an atmosphere that will depress you and induce a near-constant feeling of dread, isolation and failure. That is amazing, and it has very positive reviews on Steam. Hidden Deep. This is an atmospheric sci-fi action game heavily inspired by Aliens, The Thing, and even Half-Life. You will explore, climb, swim, scan, blast, and shoot your way through dangerous missions in a huge suboceanic mining and research facility. And you will meet many new friends here as well. They are so happy to meet you that they want to eat you. Yeah, I rhymed that on purpose. I am a poet. Look, there's more.
Roses are red, violets are blue, you spend all your money on games.
Anyway, you can play this game alone or in co-op mode with friends or your mother-in-law, but keep in mind that the game is in early access. Bendy and the Ink Machine. This is a first-person puzzle action horror game that begins in the far days past of animation and ends in the very dark future. You will play as Henry as he revisits the demons of his past by exploring the abandoned animator's workshop. With twists and turns around every corner, this game is sure to thrill you. It will play with your childhood memories and will try to make casual fun things into a horror-ish nightmare. You'll never look at cartoons the same way again. The first chapter sets the tone for the adventure ahead. Solve the riddle, escape the workshop. Above all, fear the machine and survive. Bendy and the Dark Revival. The second part of Bendy and the Ink Machine was released 5 years after the success of its predecessor, and surprisingly it is even more loved by the puzzle and horror fans than the first part. On Steam it is close to an overwhelmingly positive title, and that is a thing you cannot ignore. Here you will play as Audrey as she explores the depths of a creepy animation studio that's gone completely mad, just like your alcoholic Uncle Steve who believes that Earth is in the shape of a vodka bottle. Yeah, flat earthers are such a thing of the past. Anyway, he will combat ink-tainted enemies, solve puzzles, and evade an ever-lurking ink demon while seeking your way back to the real world. You never know who or what is going to be around the next corner in this crazy realm of shadows and ink. Like in the first part, you will have to discover the truth, escape the studio, and above all, fear the ink demon, and survive. A wonderful game for your spooky evenings. The bundle will be live until November 4th, if I'm right. In other words, the sale will end 20 days from the release of this video. And now don't forget that you can find the link to the bundle in the description. Have a nice day and I'll see you next time. Bye.